So I've been doing simulacrums to hit level 100. I haven't died a single time from level 99 to 100 now. I'm gonna hit level 100 here um, with the block build, Cyclone guy. Been extremely happy with this build. Like it's just been so smooth. There's obviously a couple of things you probably could change in this, but um, simulacrums have been probably my best simulacrum build I've done because I can't die here. I've done other simulacrum spells, but they've been dying from time to time. Like maybe I do 20 simulacrums and I die at one. This guy can't die. Um, so I've been really happy with this. Let's just do the last one here. So I'm gonna hit level 100. So this is a one-handed build because I don't have to use any of my left hand. I don't have to use my keyboard. But sometimes I put down War Banner at maybe wave 13, 14, 15. So then I press Q. That's it. The rest of the stuff, I'm always on Blood Stance. And I have increased critical damage support in instead of AoE. So my AoE is a little bit smaller. But the rest is like, I don't have to use my left hand at all with this build. So maybe lower the volume a little bit. I don't know if this is annoying. But yeah, there's not much strategy in this. Since I'm max block, it's basically obviously you want to avoid certain specific like attacks from one of the bosses at higher wave tier, but other than that, it's basically just attack. So I'm always attacking, obviously because I'm playing Cyclone, but as a leveling experience, I'm gonna say this is like, if you have a build for it, it's pretty good. It's just, you get pretty bored of doing simulacrums. I remember when I did the Legion to 100, which you can't do anymore because they nerfed the, I mean you can, but it's not really that good. It takes too long. But when they nerfed the experience from Legion, Legion was fun because there was always something, there was more interactions, I would say, but also I feel like the loot was a lot better and it was a little bit faster than this. You pretty much gain the same amount of experience from simulacrums at level 99 as you did from Legions. So my AoE mostly stems from General's Cry. Like that's where I kill most of the mobs and stuff. There's also a bug with General's Cry. I think it is General's Cry Corpse Swing. That sometimes the game think that there's still minions left on the screen, but there is no minions, so it takes forever for the next wave to start. And some maps are worse than others. I think Orya Delusion is probably the worst one. I can stand for like 3 or 4 minutes. You stand still and just wait until the clock runs out. So I can start a new wave because the game thinks that there's still like mobs. I think it's a General's Cry bug, but I'm not sure. So far, no bug here. No. So as for currency gaining, It's I mean, I've had a really long dry streak now of, I haven't had a single voices in probably like 15 runs. Maybe not 15, but like a minimum 10. Um, voices is obviously the big jackpot. I'm never selling unidentified voices. Um, but if you want to gain fast profits, so you're playing a league or early league, and you get a voices, you should sell that. Because, I mean, I've opened hundreds, if not thousands of voices, and I've got one or two good one. They're just insanely rare. Like, so gaining fast profits is probably better. I'm gonna lower the volume here. But yeah, selling unidentified voices, you sometimes can get good Megalomania, but they are very, very rare, and also the fact that they don't sell. I've had insane Megalomaniacs, and they don't sell, like very few times. You can put them out for like 1 or 2 divs. So even if you get a really good one, you like it's gonna be that specific person who wants to buy it. But then it's like he could buy one that's slightly less worse than the one you have for like half the price. They're gonna do that, so they don't sell. As for popcorn stuff, obviously oils, you're not gonna get any of the higher tier oils. You get, I think the maximum oils you're gonna get is black. And then it's just basically bubblegum, popcorn, or whatever you want to call it. You know, chaos orbs and a lot of incubators, whatever you call it. That's pretty much it. Should be pretty close here now to leveling. Can lower the volume. I don't know the volume. People complained about the volume last time. Let's just do this. But yeah, voices is the one you want. Obviously, that's why you're farming simulacrums. But yeah, there's a lot of dry spells. A lot of dry spells when it comes to voices. So, doing simulacrums, the single most important item to not dying in simulacrums is Progenesis. This flask is probably the single best flask in the game in terms of survivability. I think most people know that by now, but it's well worth the price, what people pay for it. If you want to level, that is. If you don't care about that, obviously you should sell it, but yeah. Also, yeah, leveling gems is really powerful in simulacrums. Because there's so much mobs and there's mobs happening, and I think there is like an experience thing here too, somewhere. I think there's an experience buff. But what I'm doing is that I'm leveling Enlighten, Enhance, Power with Disfavor. So I have an all-white Disfavor, so I can put any gems I want. I don't have to think about the colors. The Disfavor gives 30% quality, and then I quality the gems, which is totally worth it, by the way. I think. What's the name of that currency? Gem cutter gems, whatever. It's not that expensive, so you just buy that and quality up all the gems, all the enlighten and stuff, and put them in the disfavor, and they're gonna level so much quicker. So, but that's like, obviously if you have a lot of currency and you want to do that, because all white, this favor might be a little bit expensive, but it's really nice. Oh, I'm level 100. I didn't see it. I missed the level 100 again. Whatever was it? Yeah, there it is. Level 100 with simulacrums. I've done simulacrums pretty much from, I think, 98. But I wasn't consistent around 98. I did a lot of mapping too. But from 99 to level 100, did simulacrums, and they're all self-farmed. So some of my leveling is done in maps too. I do maybe 4 or 5 maps with the delirium and medium cluster. Unlucky. And then I gain a couple of simulacrum emblems, and then I run them. So they all self-farmed. But yeah, you can buy them too. I mean, I don't think they're that expensive. So even though I'm level 100, I'm gonna finish this Simu. Yeah, it's super relaxing to play this build. Like I only have to I don't have to activate anything. I basically click the right mouse click and move around with the mouse. I don't have to do anything. Sometimes I have to activate Blood Rage because it runs out. But I don't have to do anything. I don't have to click anything, and it's so relaxing. Like you can listen to podcasts or whatever, you know. Really turn off your brain. So what wave is this? I didn't see. Whatever. But next time I could activate my banner. Is there minions left here? Oh, okay. Damn. Not a single voices in really long time. This is probably one of my longest dry spells. Not a single voices. Crazy. Okay, let's do it here then. Banner down. Pretty nice. I don't think the banner helps that much, but it is a little bit extra damage. I think it's like 10% more damage or something like that. So, the bosses' uniques, I'm talking about all the jewels that they can drop, which is pretty much all they can drop. They can only drop jewels. They drop after all the gold has been dropped. So don't click on the guy until all the gold has been dropped and there's no... you can see that there's been no jewel, you know. Because you can actually click on the dude before all the stuff have dropped sometimes. So don't be too fast in clicking on him to start a new wave, because you might actually not get full drops. But that was the last. Wow, crazy dude! Not a single voices in such a long time. But anyway, that's level 100. Which with simulacrums. Oh.